Hi guys. Welcome back. Welcome Thursday.
We're a little behind tonight. That's okay. Technical difficulties. Had to reconnect stuff.
Right.
It happens. It's okay.
Love software, but sometimes it's a real pain in the you know what.
Yeah, but gotta have that technology though. I love having the technology.
Right.
So anyway, welcome guys.
So how's things going? Like I said, busy here. You got some things in the works. I think we'll put out next week, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe week after next. Hopefully next week. If things
Yeah.
go together, right?
Mm-hmm.
So looking forward to that. Maybe a surprise. Hopefully we want to get on the action.
We've been talking about some stuff,
right?
And like last week we talked about it. So now we're moving forward with it. We just got to get the stuff to my VA and all of that. So yeah.
Yeah. So I think it'd be great.
It's going to be fun. Some exciting things going to happen. You're going to want to tell your friends and get them in here too.
Right. So spread the word.
Yeah.
At the end of this, there might be something for you, so you might want to pay attention.
What do you mean tonight?
No.
At the end of the thing that we're doing, we're gonna have some stuff, so it's gonna be good. Yeah.
It's pretty. It's gorgeous. You'll love
give it away.
I'm not. Just give little hints.
Right.
All right. So let's jump into tonight, shall we? So it's like the title says, what's holding you back?
Yeah.
So what does that mean to you? If you're wanting to be the entrepreneur or you want to step out there and make something of yourself, what's holding you back? What's keeping you from going there?
Right. Well, it can be not even just in work related or business. It could be in your personal life, your relationship.
Right.
What's holding you back from
being that perfect partner?
Yeah, and growing and becoming better. I mean, if you feel stagnant, why?
Right. Might make me have to spice it up a little bit.
I'm saying. So, so as you guys know, we've been doing coaching. I have a coach, I have a mentor. And because that's important. That is how you grow. That's how you expand. That's how you learn in whatever part of your life. Mentors for your relationships, mentors for your business. You have to have them. And even scripture even talks about having those mentors.
Oh yeah.
Because it does makes you grow. And so we talked about that a lot last week about mentors. Well, so what's holding you back? Well, the mentors is the ones that shine the light on that. When you are open and honest, and you're willing to do the work, then those mentors can shine the light on what's going to help you improve and grow. And I'm telling you, it's not easy. And some of it, it could not be fun. But
some of
it because it gets to be hard work.
Right. Well, some of it's emotional, and it's hard to get that emotion out.
Yeah, because some of the stuff that, like, even I'm still doing the work on some of this stuff. I'm just learning. We're both kind of still digging in.
Right.
We're just kind of scratching the surface with some of the stuff that we've just learned. And are going to try to bring to you as well, because that's what we do. We learn and we turn around and help hand up others behind us, and because that's important. And I mean, our mentors encourage that. You've learned it. You can do the work. Now help others do the work.
Right.
And they encourage that. And so that's what we're trying to do also. That being said, the hard work, like I said, we're still working on some of that, but just coming out of not doing enough. I haven't been doing enough. I haven't been fully me.
Right.
I've and we've discovered why, because again, that mentor shined the light on and just showed things that work this, do this, and ask the questions. That's the big thing.
That's the big thing. Yeah, actually, mentor
Ask
asking
the right
question.
questions. And that's when those questions get asked, then you are forced to like, oh,
Yeah, you have to reflect on what you're doing.
well, yeah. And my mentor, my coach, they were like, really do the work on this. I mean, and um, reflect, dive deep, and really think about, why some of these things are, why you're not further along than you want to be, or what's holding you back. Like, my question today for you guys is, what is holding you back? Well, and honestly, at first, I don't think I really could have answered that question.
Right.
Like, I don't know.
Fear.
What do you mean?
Biggest thing's fear.
But the main answer is the fear. But the other question to that is, what happened to make that fear so prominent?
Right.
Or what happened that the fear became the main issue, that you just fell into that, and that was your go-to. What happened? Well, and I mean, and it goes, for me, it goes back not even just in recent times, it goes way back.
Right.
Because I have a strong personality.
Yeah.
I do. I can be a bit much. But I do have several close friends that love me for who I am. And they have, a couple of them have big personalities themselves. So, we get along quite well because but I know one of my best friends that I've known since college, knows and loves me for who I am, takes me for who I am, and probably is one of my biggest cheerleaders,
Right.
Even though we don't live in the same state, but when we talk, it's like we never, it's like we've never left the conversation, it just picks up right where it left off. But it's those kind of people in your life that that keeps you going, that know and love you. So that's again also ties back into some of the things we've always talked about in this group, other videos, about your circle being small. I do have a very small circle of people that I talk to or even spend time with, really close time with. There's probably only maybe 3 or 4 people that, I would even consider really close friends or a best friend.
Right.
So, and they tolerate me, or they just love me for who I am. I say they tolerate me, but so a couple of them are in the group here too, so you know who you are. But I can be a lot, but through some.
Yes, I know. I married you.
But through like my coach, says, you need to show up like that everywhere.
Yeah, why change for people?
But that's the thing, and that's what I've had to work through.
Right.
We all have things. When you get kicked down or knocked down
and beat down
and said that you're not this or that, when you know deep down inside that you are.
Right.
But you get beat down by somebody that claims to be in an authority position above you,
But wait a minute, stop right there. I'm sorry, I'm sidetracking for a minute. Who's authority over you? There's only 2 people over one. I don't sound like I'm sexist, because I'm not. But biblically, there's only 2 people ahead of you: God and your husband.
See, there you go.
So if anybody else is nothing but part in the wind,
right?
So again,
you got the coaches that are saying you're getting in your own head.
Right.
You're getting in your own way. You're allowing things that don't serve you get in your way.
Right. Now, I'm going to play devil's advocate here for a second. Same way for a guy. There's only two things between a guy This is his wife and God.
Right.
But in the guy's aspect of that is God's first, family, which is the wife, children,
Mm-hmm.
and then anybody else.
Right.
So, but for a guy though, it's God, the guy, and the guy takes care of the family because we sit in the hierarchy of the biblical
Right.
aspects of it.
Right.
But at the same time, I look like this. You're a single person by yourself. I'm a single person by myself. We come together to be one.
Mm-hmm.
We're not alone. Think of alone, right? I got this from a mentor of mine. All one.
Mm-hmm.
So when we come together, we're all one. We're not alone.
Correct. Yeah. that is good. That is good. But like I said, the thing that it's like the mentor, the coach, shone the light on that. It's
Right.
like, why are you afraid? Why did you get into fear? Why did you allow that to, make you less than who you truly are? Why are you letting another person's opinion or whatever affect you? Well,
Right.
we are emotional beings. We have hurts and things like that, and so we do have to work through them. And again, that's why coaching, so it may look like I have it all together, but sometimes I guess I really did, I haven't because,
Well, it's like everybody. Everybody's out there. Everybody puts their pants on the same way everybody else does, one leg at a time.
right.
We all go to work. We all come home. We all have to eat. We all have to do the same necessity stuff.
Right.
So the difference is how we think about things, is how we respond to things, is how we make the choices in our life.
Mm-hmm.
So that's where we got people that are digging dishes to people who are computer sciences.
Mm-hmm.
It all depends on where we're at in life and what was handed to us and how we dealing with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why the coach. Sorry, I got eyelashes on my.
Mm.
That's why a coach. That's why when you level up, you
Yeah.
get a coach. No matter what it is, the coach levels you up.
Yeah.
So you come from digging into the ditch to becoming that computer science.
Right.
Or whatever. I'm just saying, this is something just more than just physical labor. I'm talking about went from physical labor to mental labor. Because sometimes mental labor is harder than physical labor.
Yeah, for sure.
I know. I burnt myself out doing a double master's in a year.
Right.
It's not easy.
Right. So that thing that's holding you back, like I said, it could be the dumbest, stupidest little thing.
Right.
That'll just hook you up and trip you up and keep you playing small. And yeah, and even my coach was even talking about it. Where we say we want to play big and we want to be all that. We want to earn this and we want to play big. We say that, but are we really? And that's where it had to go into the reflection and think about it and really do, the deep work with answering these questions and thinking and reflecting and where you are, where you want to be, who is that person that you're meant to be, and how do you get there?
Yeah.
What do you need to do to be that? And again, the daily, meditations, the daily, now again, meditations, I'm not talking about, meditations. We're talking about those things that you think on constantly, because where your thoughts go, your energy goes.
Right.
And so if you're thinking on all the negative stuff and how low this and you're always doing this, well, that's what you're going to get, because the universe brings that stuff back. God brings those things back, however you want to look at it. So when you go and start thinking on the positive, on where you want to be, who you want to be, this is what I want, this is the amount I want to earn, this is what I want, and you start dwelling on those things and taking the steps and doing the daily meditations, you're then taking the steps to create that life, as my coach says, the yes life that you want. And everybody's yes life looks different.
Yeah.
But when you create that yes life, so that's in general, whatever your yes life is, when you take those steps, you meditate on it, it's going to come to you hugely, because your focus is there and your energy is there. So the energy in the universe and all of that will be attracted to that.
Right. Well, here, take a think about it like this, right? There's an old saying: you have irons in the fire, and you have too many irons in the fire. Too many irons in the fire. That means you're spread so thin that you can't keep all those irons going at the same time. So you can't. So you're gonna burn one because you're not paying attention to it.
Mm-hmm.
You got to pay attention to all the irons to make them all work. Otherwise, you destroy them. So if you're concentrating on too many things, going on, you're not going to get anywhere because you're too busy dealing with this fire, this fire, this fire, this fire.
Right.
So put these other little fires out. Concentrate on the main one that you want to get to.
Mm-hmm.
Work on that one. Maybe have your partner or somebody else work on these little fires to keep them going.
Right.
It's this little insight there.
Right. Well, and again, that's like what the coaching that we have. I mean, we can't do it all ourselves. So,
right.
We have to, like, what's important to us? What is it that, as they say, your genius? What is your genius? What do you do? What makes you thrive and survive? And what makes you happy? And what is it that you do that you're the greatest at? You're your genius.
Right.
So do that. And all the other little details, have somebody else that does that the best.
Right.
And so that's what I'm working on. I'm working on doing that, because it's like, well, I want to do that. And I started getting into that perfection mode where it's not good enough. I can't go there. I know, if you follow me, then you see me, I go live once in a while, right? Mm-hmm. But it wasn't consistent. Well, let me tell you why. Because I was struggling with so many things. Well, I can do it today, but it wasn't consistent because I really didn't have that belief that I was doing the right thing, and I was in my genius doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And so I am going to be better at it, obviously, because I wrote that down. I've had to do it,
Right.
So it's been a struggle. It's been a challenge to understand. So what has been holding you back? Well, beliefs that I wasn't, that you're not good at, or you're not a boss lady. You're not good, and it's like, but I know I am. I am very business minded. I'm very entrepreneur. But when somebody tells you that and your ground wasn't set up to where you reject that crap,
right.
I wasn't strong enough in my belief in myself and knowing who I was that I did not reject that, and it got in and really almost destroyed me.
Yeah, I know. It was a real pain in the butt for me. Thanks. Because it's hard keeping you off that ledge. Say, hey, no, just check this out. Because not everybody is there to help you. There's some people that come in and use you to get what they want. Then once they get what they want, they throw you out.
Right.
One way, shape, or form.
And see, here's the thing. Like I said, that a recent experience of that was not just the first time.
Right.
See, that had happened in my past as well. And it was like several times I've been repeating this whole shit show for, let's be real.
Right.
Oh,
yeah.
So the coaching is supposed to stop that crap and make you realize what is it that you're doing? What is it that you want? Because you are worthy to do it. And you are capable of doing it. No, right. I am. I've got the education. I'm pretty smart. But when, it's like, so I'm done with you're telling me that I'm not what I am. Who are you to say who I am? How dare you say who I'm not?
And it's like this. Any company, no matter what it is still, okay, it's like a marriage, right? Marriage has to be built on a foundation.
Mm-hmm.
Build up, right? So you have that cornerstone, which is that rock. You have to build on that rock to build the rest of the house.
Mm-hmm.
Corporation, the same way. You have to put your building stones, all your building blocks in order before you take off. If you take off, you got to make sure that your building blocks are coming along while you're taking off.
Mm-hmm.
So when you're ready to get a payment or to do something, you have something to fall back on and put it so it's fair to everybody to get a piece of the pie. If you're not willing to do that, then you don't have a company. It's plain and simple.
Right.
Now there's a bunch of legal stuff you have to go in with that mumble jumble stuff. But the gist of it is you have to have certain ducks in a row before you can take off and fly.
Right.
So business, relationships, building a house, doing anything, God's work, it all has to build up a certain foundation. Mm-hmm. Once you understand the foundation and how that works, nobody can touch you. So now then it becomes just a matter of getting over the fear of being rejected. That's one of my biggest issues is my childhood has been rough, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm never good enough. I'm never right. Why would somebody hire me? Why would somebody do that? And they could do it themselves. Why go work for that when they don't need you? You're not good enough. That's my issues. But I've learned that no, I am good enough. Look where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm one of the lead techs in school at work. I run circles around most people doing things.
Yeah.
I can do electricity. I can work on any machine.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what it is. I can take it apart, figure it out, put it back together, probably better than what it was. I can build a house. I can do carpentry work, from building a little wood house box to a giant cabinet.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm a jack of all trades, basically.
Right.
I can run a chainsaw. I can drive a truck.
Yeah.
But not everybody can say that. But I've been run through the ringer as a kid for so long that I still have a hard time dealing with that. I listen to people at work say, hey, I did this all day. This is like a big thing of putting the floor down. To me, is like, okay, that's nothing.
Yeah.
But that's my childhood. A lot of people, that is a big thing because getting it all lined out and done. For me, my parents were a perfectionist and made you do it over until it was right and yelled at you the whole time.
Yeah. Not necessarily the best experience. I mean, there's better ways to do it. But so that goes back to where we had where it started with this particular program, the coaching that we, section that we went through, module, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, started with the belief. What are those beliefs?
Right.
What's believed of yourself? What do you believe of yourself? Where did you get that? And why are you doing what you're doing? So what's the belief that's behind that? If you're afraid of this or you're doing something, what,
Right. So the trick is how do you go about breaking that belief? Mentors.
Mentors help you with that. And also you got to change your mindset.
Right.
So but you got to understand the belief first. What's the belief that needs to change for me to be this?
Right.
Because I want to be this. So what do I have to do to get there? You have to change the belief and understand what it is first. Okay, so that's the belief. Well, I don't want to have that belief anymore. It doesn't serve me or what I want to do. Right. Or what God has me doing or wants me to do. So I have to change that belief into complete opposite.
Right.
And then you got to start speaking that, listening to it, writing it down, have it in front of you and telling yourself that you're this new change the belief. And that's what, I'm in the process of doing this still. It's not complete and you'll never be done. Okay. And that is another, right. That is another thing. These are amazing mentors that I have because, yes, you can do the work now, but there's always going to be something that's going to come up. So you're never done, never fully done.
Right.
You can say, well, I've reached to this point, but you're never fully there.
Right. Because you can always improve. Always improve.
Right.
That's why people who are perfectionists, are actually the worst people there is, because there is nothing that is pretty.
There's never going to be anything perfect. And then if you really want to boil it down to our belief system, there's nobody or anything that's ever going to be perfect except for Jesus himself.
Right.
So unless you're Jesus, unless you're God, it ain't going to work perfectly ever.
Right.
And you're never going to reach that perfectionism. You're never going to reach that excellent, perfect, shiny star until you reach heaven anyway.
Right.
So, sure, there could be a level of perfection.
There's never
brilliant, genius, shiny, perfected enough. But again,
right.
There's always going to be something.
You perfected enough that you're not going to see the flaw.
Correct.
But there's a flaw there somewhere, always.
Always going to be something.
Right.
That can happen or go wrong. But you just got to understand that. And you got to be able to live with that. Whether you are a perfectionist or not,
Right.
And another thing that you got to understand your beliefs, and then what kind of person you are with. Another thing that was helping was understanding what kind of a person, it's called archetype, of my belief in how I treat money.
Right.
That's just through other mentorship. It's all encased in this beautiful package. And once you understand, it's like, oh, that's how I am. Well, now I can understand why I'm having a problem with this, because that's how I'm seeing it, or that's how I understand it, or, and then understanding what the good points is and the flaws of that particular type of person. It's just like a personality test,
Right.
We all like personality tests. Well, this one was one for money. And when you understand these things, you can go, oh, well, now we can understand, like you did that too. So now we can understand how the language is, how we speak.
Right.
It's just like the love languages. When you understand that and you know that, it makes life brilliant.
Right.
And so
that's something that you guys, as a couple, I don't care what type of couple you are, go through that course.
It's a book. It's a book.
Go through it.
It's so worth it.
Yeah, totally worth it.
They have one for your child too, and that's brilliant. I probably need to take a look at that one again.
Right.
But just as a refresher. But when, like I said, this is like you have the personality test for your personality, for the way you are, for your money, for your all these different areas. And once you understand who you are, how you think, you realize that, oh, okay, well, now I can be, I can follow this and understand. And then I can take the bad things and go, okay, so I understand how this is not good. So we can utilize I'm trying to find the word, the good points of that personality. We want to focus on that and make better. So, yeah. Hi, Trish. It's good to have you. Like I said, so understanding that, now I'm coming out.
Right.
I'm starting to see the tunnel on the other side of, what was holding me back and what I'm not going to allow anymore. And that's a big key.
Right.
What am I not going to allow anymore because it's not serving me to help other people, which is my ultimate goal, is to help others.
Right. But let's think about this, though. Before you can help others, you have to help yourself and keep yourself in check.
Yes.
Make sure that you're happy. Once you're happy, so that way when you talk to the people, you have an open heart and a loving heart, not one that's been shut off and you don't want to talk to nobody or you don't want to help them the right way.
Right.
So that's why it's so hard to have that open heart, because it's so easy to get hurt. But people just are so much full of pain and anger that they just rather just lash out and tell you to screw off.
Well, and see, and I have allowed that to affect me.
Right.
Other people to affect me. However, it doesn't serve me into what I need to do.
Right. And it doesn't serve your family.
No.
Because ultimately, it's still what? relationship bound between you and your spouse, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else is just a side effect.
Right. Well, and like I said, it wasn't just this recent. It was past issues too. We're talking even in childhood where, you get picked on.
Right.
Well, that does affect you
even today
in your present.
Right.
So you have to go and figure out, okay, what was that? Oh, so that created a belief in me. Whether it was right or wrong, it still created something in you, and you have to go and face that and go, does it serve you anymore? Most likely not. And it doesn't.
Right.
For me, it doesn't, because my ultimate goal is what? To help others become their greater self.
Oh, yeah.
So in order for me to do that, I can't have that kind of belief, or I can't allow people to, dictate what kind of, you can't tell me what kind of person I am.
Right.
I mean, I'm strong. Those people, here's the thing. What I'm realizing is I can be a strong personality. I can be all that and attract those who need to be attracted. My tribe will come to me.
Oh, yeah.
Or I will come to the tribe, The tribe will come.
The biggest thing is don't be fake.
Well, that's not that I was being fake.
No, I'm not saying you're being fake. I'm just saying anybody in general, don't be fake. Be who the person you are. Be that outgoing person. Be that quiet person. That's who you are. But be that quiet person that has like, hey, you know what? I got something for you. Something spicy. You never know, right?
Uh-huh.
But be that person that you are. Be the voice that you want to be. Don't hold back. Don't be shy. People love who you are.
Right?
I know. I love you. Right?
Right? So like I said, we're going to be bringing some stuff to you. We'll do more about it. But like I said, what is holding you back? If there's something that's holding you back, find out what's the belief that it is. Where did that belief come from? And what are you going to do to change that? And that's why we are here. We're here to help that. So you're not alone in figuring this all out. So that's the amazing part.
Right. Here's something for you, a little quick thing, right? I don't know about quick, but I'll try to think quick. I was borderline. I was borderline diabetic. My A1C was like that, 9.2, 9.3.
Mm-hmm.
I saw a program, an educator, or a mentor. I call her a mentor because I watched her videos and I understand where she's coming from. So I've changed my diet. I've done I'm not quite doing the exercise I should be, but I should be doing them. They'll help speed the process. I've lowered my A1C down to a 6.3, which is a normal range.
Mm-hmm.
My blood pressure is down to 127, which is usually about 145 to 160. And I'm feeling a lot better. I have more energy, and I'm not hungry all the time.
Right.
It's all because I've changed my belief on how I eat. So
most people saw different kinds of things.
Right?
Yeah.
So if you want more info on that, drop down. Let me know.
And so our time's kind of coming to an end here, so I want to kind of wrap it up. You can change. You can be who you want to be if you think, I know y'all have dreams. Again, this is dream influencers. Everybody has a dream. So maybe you're at that point where maybe it's you that you're thinking, well, I'm never going to have that dream. Well, don't think that, because there is hope. You can.
Hey, look at Tina Turner. She started singing at 50, right?
Oh, yeah.
So it's never too late.
Right. And absolutely. So again, we're here for that. So if you find value in this, drop a 1. If you found value in what we're saying, and we'd like to hear from you. If you're struggling or challenging, that's what we're here for, to help you, bring value to you, direction, guidance, to get you where you want to go. Like I said, we're plowing the way and have already been through stuff.
Right.
We're just growing even more now. So we're ready to help and reach out to get you where you want to go. You have dreams. Let's help you get them there. For
Right.
sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely. This, I'm excited about next week.
Mhm.
I think Paul will try to get it going next week, but we'll see how things go because there's still a
Well,
couple things we got to get done.
next week we want to tell you what's happening and when it's going to be.
Yep,
Yeah. So I got this week to do it.
that's right.
Well, it's not going to be a hard thing. So it's going to be fun. So
Yeah. So if you got something out of this, like she said,
drop a one
Drop
if you
a
got
one.
some value, and I guess we will see you same time next week. Join us live.
that's right.
All right.
Invite some friends. Send them over.
Absolutely. So until then, we love you guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.